We have this mistaken illusion that the celebrities are leading a spectacular life and I can never do it. But that's totally incorrect. You don't need to become a celebrity to lead a spectacular life. You only need to celebrate each moment with bhav. The miracle of God is unfolding in every atom of creation, up to the biggest galaxies. But what has happened to our own sense of wonderment? When I was in college, there was a blind old lady in my neighborhood. So from time to time, I would go to help her out, sometimes get groceries for her or run a little errand for her. One day I asked her, "Mother, if God gave you the opportunity to see, what would you like to see?" Because I knew she had been blind since birth. So I wondered what object held her fancy to the maximum. Now we all can see, but she is bereft of that ability. And God says, "See one thing." What would that one thing be for you? She said, "I'd like to see clouds." Clouds, I said. Such a mundane thing. What is so special about clouds? She said, "People have described them to me. They are like cotton, they are like mist, but nothing clicks. They've even rubbed my hand over etched clouds, but still it doesn't make sense. So I really and truly want to see clouds. If God gave me a chance, that's what I would wish to see the most." And that got me thinking that I'm seeing clouds day in and day out. But I'm never realizing the great miracle that is happening, how wonderful they are. I have deadened my sense of amazement, astonishment, and my appreciation of the miraculous. Little children have it, because they are discovering the world. So everything is so astonishing, they wish to see, to learn. But we people have deadened ourselves to the miracle that is unfolding all around us. There is a miracle. All we need to do is to open our eyes. Once, one man, he purchased a pet dog from the pet store, and next morning he took his dog for its first morning walk with him. Now he had a ball for the dog's exercise, and he would throw the ball. The dog would go running faithfully and with dedication, pick the ball and bring it back. So he did this a few times, and there was a lake nearby. So just for fun, he thought, let's see what will the dog do. He tossed the ball into the water. The dog, he thought, would jump in and swim its way. But the dog only jumped onto the water and walking on the surface, retrieved the ball and ran back. He was astonished. Did my eyes deceive me, or am I seeing the fact? Did this dog actually walk on the water? So he picked the ball and tossed it again. The dog repeated its feat and retrieved the ball for him. He tossed it a third time. Again the dog went and retrieved the ball. He said, my, this is the discovery of the century. A dog that walks on the water? What a miracle I'm witnessing here. So he thought, let me share my wonderful discovery with my neighbor. He rang his neighbor's bell and said, come, let's go for a walk with my dog. Neighbor said, you've got a new pet? Sure, wait a minute. He dressed up and came. Now the two of them were going, and this guy tossed the ball. The dog ran and got it. He tossed it again. The dog ran and got it. And when they reached the lake, he tossed it onto the water. And like before, the dog ran on the water, got the ball and ran back. So from the corner of his eyes, he looked at his neighbor. He will be most startled. But the neighbor's face was completely nonchalant, as if nothing extraordinary had taken place. So he took the ball and tossed it a second time. Again the dog ran on the water and ran back. Again he looked at his neighbor. Now he will exclaim. But the neighbor was completely indifferent. He tossed it a third time and again looked. Do you find anything strange happening here? The neighbor said, yes, your dog cannot swim. The strangest thing is happening, but he is not willing to see it or admit it. All that he admits is that your dog cannot swim. In the same way, the miracle of God is unfolding in every atom of creation, up to the biggest galaxies. But what has happened to our own sense of wonderment? We are just saying, this is ordinary. One geography teacher told the students that enumerate the wonders of the world. I want all of you to come up with the 7 wonders. So somebody volunteered the Great Wall of China, somebody volunteered the Taj Mahal, somebody volunteered the Grand Canyon, and one girl was sitting quietly. The teacher said, why are you so quiet? What are you writing? So he looked into her notebook. She was writing. The first wonder we can see. The second wonder we can hear. The third wonder we can taste. He read it out. Suddenly there was complete silence in the classroom. Everybody realized that they had missed out the most wondrous thing. And why do we miss out this most wondrous thing? Because it is so readily available. Once the Washington Post carried out an experiment, and you can check it on YouTube. The experiment went like this. On a cold winter morning, on a working day, in a metro station in Washington, D.C., at 8 in the morning at rush hour, one violinist sat down and began playing on the violin. He played for 45 minutes with a begging bowl in front. In those 45 minutes, over 1,000 people passed by, which was all caught on video. The experiment was done to see the response of the people passing by. After 6 minutes, the first person stopped by to listen. What is he doing? He stood against the wall, and then within a moment he realized he's got some important work and he left off. Another 3 minutes went by and a 3-year-old got interested and he wanted to listen, but the mother kept tugging the child. Another few minutes went by and he got his first donation. In those 45 minutes, he received about $28. Total, 6 people stopped to listen, but never with great attention, and 4 of the 6 were little children. Who was this person? He was one of the best violinists in the world, Joshua Bell. What were the numbers he was playing? He was playing 6 symphonies of Bach, amongst the best music composed in the Western world. The violin on which he was playing, he had purchased it for $3 million. The same Joshua Bell had performed 2 days earlier in Boston, and the cheapest ticket had sold for $200. The experiment was arranged by the Washington Post to see whether something that is so wonderful and so astonishing, if it is placed in a commonplace setting, are we open to it? Do we even realize it? And the conclusion was in front. 1,045 people went by. Them paid heed for not more than 1 minute. So think of the astonishing miracle that is unfolding all around us. You eat from silverware. If, let's say, have a very special guest, you give in silverware. The Lord is offered in silverware. Why is silver so special? It's got an astonishing quality. It does not catch germs. You just wash it and it's clean. But what if somebody doesn't have the money to purchase silver? What should that poor person do? For that person, God has created the golden plate. This is the banana leaf. The banana leaf has got the same property of silver, many times enhanced. That is why you ask our South Indian friends, they'll tell you, just wash it in water and it's neat and clean to eat. So what I wish to say is that the miracle of God is everywhere. How do you enrich your life? You don't need to become a celebrity to lead a spectacular life. You only need to celebrate each moment with bhav. You need to awaken yourself in the little things that you are doing. And your own bhav will enrich your thoughts, your mind, your intellect, and your every moment. We have this mistaken illusion that the celebrities are leading a spectacular life and I can never do it. But that's totally incorrect. There was one doctor who had perfected a new procedure and he performed it 3,000 times. He was now 70 years old. The correspondents asked him that you have already done it 3,000 times. Are you not bored of it? He said, I consider it the tremendous grace of God that He has bestowed the gift on me of having the opportunity to serve people with this procedure. And I look on every opportunity as His utmost blessing. And that is the sense of wonderment. We have the opportunity to become aware of the miracle of God all around. But what deadens us to this is we want the miracles packaged in the way we want. And when it is not in the way we want, we've kind of find difficulty in realizing how astonishing this is.
For the upliftment of mankind, Jagat Guru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj, who was an embodiment of spiritual knowledge and divine bliss, extracted and reconciled the wisdom from the enormous ocean of Vedic scriptures to spread Maharaji's mission to planetary scales. Swami Mukundananda has undertaken a monumental task of building Jagat Guru Kripalu University. Understanding the needs of present-day humanity, Swamiji's vision combines cutting-edge scientific disciplines with ancient Vedic wisdom, making JKYog a one-of-a-kind blend. The university will encompass the areas of Vedic philosophy, yoga, contemporary sciences, technologies, holistic medicine and arts. construction of this millennial complex is at full swing on a 100-acre land in Odisha, India. It will play a crucial role in uplifting physical, mental, and spiritual well-being of millions of people worldwide. Donate or raise funds for this noble cause. Every contribution will have a huge impact.